A common question we receive from our students is, how do I become a certification auditor? What is the path that I follow? Well, lucky for you, it's a topic I love to talk about, so I can't wait to share it with you. I'm going to be sharing some tips that I've picked up along my years of auditing. Be sure to stick with me right to the end though, so you don't miss out on all the juicy info. And how do I know any of this stuff? Well, I'm Jackie Stapleton, the Director of Auditor Training Online, as well as a practicing certification auditor for quality, environment and OH&S. I've been there and started out just like you possibly. I've had to find out the hard way or learn from the great mentors that I've been lucky enough to have in the industry. I'm going to talk you through 4 key steps to taking you to where you want to be. We're going to cover training, your resume, using the JASANS database, and most importantly, living it and believing it. So the first thing you have to get in order is your training. Is it up to date? Does it cover the disciplines that you want to audit in, meaning quality, environment, OH&S, or food safety maybe? Do you have your lead auditor qualification? And most importantly, is it recognised internationally so you can go anywhere in the world to work? Always look for that exemplar global recognition or logo. Make sure you contact our customer service team if you have any questions or need clarification on any of these areas. You might even get me helping you out too. Secondly, get your resume up to speed. Something I've learned over my many years of contracting for certification bodies is that they are most interested in the industries that you have experience in, and therefore the industries that you could conduct audits in. I would suggest updating your resume to include the type of industries you have experience in. So for example, construction, whether it's civil, commercial, industrial, or maybe it's all of them. Mining, manufacturing, health, aged care, and so on. If a certification body needs an auditor, it is always in a particular industry. So that is the information they are looking for. Me personally, on my own resume, had a summary of industries listed at the top, and then for each section of work experience, I included what type of industry this was in. Then they can see your work experience and the industry all in one viewing. Now that you have your training and your resume up to date, you can start searching for who you are going to contact. A great resource is JASANS, which is Joint Accreditation Systems, Australia and New Zealand. Even if you're living outside of Australia or New Zealand, this website is a great resource as you can search on countries as well. So you will find accredited bodies who also operate or conduct audits where you want to work, anywhere in the world. Now, using the JASANS website, I could search on location, schemes, countries and standards, and anything else that was relevant to the areas I wanted to work in. Once you locate the bodies that you want to contact, just do it. Using this search, you will get the contact, name, phone, website, so do a little bit of research too, and of course the email. I personally emailed my resume through and then followed up with a phone call. It's a numbers game. Contact as many as possible that fit your criteria. I think I contacted about 12 to 15 and did contract work for 3 of them. I then cut it back to 2, and then over the years I now just contract for the 1. Okay, basically that's the best to work for. It's our choice as contractors, so that's another great reason to take this path. Now, finally, while you have been going through these first few steps, you need to get your mental gameplay right too. I always say, live it and believe it. It can be challenging initially, moving from being employed as an auditor and then taking the step up and out to become a certification auditor and work for yourself as well. I found that what helped me was to go back and write down all of my experiences as an auditor, as an employee, as a work colleague, as a manager, and translate these experiences to how this applies to me now as an external certification auditor. By doing this, you will find that you are already an external certification auditor. You are doing or have done all the things that you require to go out on your own. Revisit this, add to your list, because believe me, you will all of a sudden think of so many things that you have done that relate to your new path. This gives you the confidence to back yourself up, not only in search for work in the industry, but with the clients that I know you will be auditing. Remember though, it's okay to be human. We don't have to put this big tough exterior up. We need to show who we are and show some vulnerability to gain respect from the people and organisations that we audit and work with. The rapport we build is the key to the most productive and valued audits for our clients. I'm only too happy to work with you and support you during this process. Happy auditing.